Prepare to test your wits. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 modern puzzle games. For this list, we're looking at puzzle games released within the last 10 years that have been great successes and offered players a unique gaming experience. This can apply to any genre or platform, just as long as solving puzzles is a central element. As such, games like Uncharted or the Tomb Raider reboot won't be counted, as they put far more emphasis on combat and exploration rather than actual puzzle solving.
Oh! This is a good idea!
Number 10, The Witness. With the goal of reaching the mountain at the center of this vast and gorgeous looking island, our silent protagonist must complete a series of challenges that mostly revolve around navigating small maze-like devices. For the true completionists out there, be warned that there are 650 puzzles in total scattered around the island, along with various audio logs that, well, the audio logs just really talk a lot.
If the external forces P prime sub YY, P prime QP minus PQ shall be equal to IH over 2 pi.
The game is a beauty to behold, but don't let yourself get too distracted, since the challenges, by the creator's own admission, can become nearly unbeatable. Number 9, Antichamber. Prepare to be dazed, confused, and thoroughly entertained. Trapped in an antechamber, players must navigate through a series of rooms, whose layouts take on radical new dimensions to the point where you'll have trouble accounting whether you've actually made any progress at all, which is to be expected since the game's core mechanic revolves around turning optical illusions into puzzle platforms. With a series of cryptic hints as your only guide, your journey will leave you with a great sense of accomplishment after your brain has leapt through all kinds of hoops. Number 8, Professor Layton and the Unwound Future. In the final adventure of the original Professor Layton trilogy, video game's most famous English detective must deal with mysterious disappearances, alternate futures, and even an evil version of himself.
Time's running out. Don't be afraid to floor it. Understood.
Just like the previous Professor Layton games before it, the titular character, along with his sidekick Luke, solve problems for various townsfolk by solving puzzles that are analogous to their situation. Though this time, at the center of it lies a really heartbreaking love story between Layton and his late girlfriend Claire, guaranteed to leave you teary-eyed by the end of your adventure.
I know you. And I know you'll stay strong. After all, that's what a gentleman does.
Number 7, the Talos Principle. What does it mean to be alive? As a nameless robot, you'll find yourself dodging turrets, dealing with increasingly complex puzzles, and exploring the world around you. You will also find all manner of equally potent philosophical questions thrown your way. Aside from overcoming the challenges set out by the seemingly all-knowing deity who's pulling the strings, players will encounter audio logs that discuss the extinction of humanity, the birth of artificial intelligence, as well as the nature of sentient beings. With so much of the game dedicated to dealing with issues like spirituality and free will, chances are you won't just be thinking about those puzzles.
But children are made to learn, and in time they come to have dominion over the lands of their home.
Number 6, Braid. Not only is this game revered for its brilliant and harrowing twist ending that turned the saving the damsel in distress concept on its head, but the levels that lead towards it offered their own thrills. Despite having the power to reverse time, each of the 6 settings blends this concept to the point where players won't just have to be worrying about avoiding spikes, but also whether time is suddenly going to accelerate or subside at any given moment. Throw in stunning backdrops and you have a game that will truly test your skills, with a bittersweet climax just waiting at the end to throw you off your chair. Number 5, Obduction.
You are most probably a bit confused and disoriented, but let me reassure you, everything will be fine.
Are you a fan of the classic puzzle masterpieces Myst and Riven? Well, we present you with Cyan Games' spiritual successor, now with an extra dose of alien abduction added into the mix.
You all remember, there was no turning away. It advanced, almost like purposefully.
After being dropped off in an environment made up of a familiar but abandoned human town, along with an extraterrestrial landscape, players have to traverse this bizarrely contrasting terrain and figure out what happened in this strange world, making use of ample puzzles that feel like they're actual mechanisms of another realm, which, by the way, was what made the original Myst famous. The surreal experience is not only entrancing, but oddly eerie.
To be blunt, we're getting ready for a battle. I don't know what you'll find. I just thought I should just be cautious.
Number 4, Monument Valley. And you thought you'd seen the last of the optical illusions. Granted, this time around there's a much more peaceful and fantastical side to them. Tasked with leading Princess Ida on what becomes increasingly evident as a journey of repentance and rediscovery, players must change and adjust all the various environments around her to ensure that she makes it to the end. While its length and overall difficulty can be debated, the sheer beauty of each piece of sacred geometry makes each level seem like a moving painting. For those looking for a more serene and relaxing experience on the go, this just might be your cup of tea. Number 3, World of Goo. Turns out that when it comes to video games, you can literally take a concept as simple as a blob of goo and turn it into a household name. The basic premise has you manipulating pieces of goo and trying to form them into various constructs in order to reach the level's end. What could amount to a rather droll and repetitive gaming experience is turned into a visual wonder, with each stage being completely unique and increasingly crazy. Everything from saw blades, fire, insane weather, and even a virtual dimension gets thrown at you, forcing you to think outside the box and try to make even the most ludicrous of constructions. Number 2, The Room.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
No, not that room. Far removed from Tommy Wiseau's passion project, this hauntingly atmospheric title has you tasked with trying to open a series of boxes that continually reduce in size but double in complexity. With your only tools being your observational skill, as well as a lens that reveals unseen objects and codes, you'll find yourself astounded at how many enigmatic contraptions can fit in the tiniest of spaces. Highly engaging with an air of dread about you as you slowly uncover the history of the fifth element known as Null, this is one room that you'll be wanting to revisit again and again. Before we reveal our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Alright, I got it.
Number 1, Portal 2.
Surprise.
As if we weren't gonna include one of the greatest video game sequels of all time. Stepping back into Chell's Longfall boots, players not only got to experience the fun of using the portal gun again, but they were also treated to a narrative that explored the dark past of the Aperture Science Facility, not to mention giving them a frightful reunion with GLaDOS.
Oh, it's you.
You know her?
It's been a long time.
Throw in new mechanics such as the momentum gels, even more difficult tests to overcome, another hilariously warped ending song, and even a sympathetic villain in the form of Wheatley, and you've got a game that's yet to be dethroned.
Just say yes. Okay, what you're doing there is jumping. You just jumped.
Do you agree with our list? What do you think is the best modern puzzle game? With new top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
I love it too. There's just one small thing we need to take care of first.